All right, so today's class is your online library. This is structured differently than most of the classes. What we have done is created a bunch of very short tutorials, so we're going to go through them, and then we'll sort of discuss and see if there are more questions, things we haven't included that we need to include. These little short tutorials will end up being on the websites for people to take advantage of. And I recorded them instead of the dulcet tones of Tim Brezovic, which I dearly regret, but so be it. In any case, we're going to look at new book lists, Novelist, Hoopla, Ancestry Library Edition, lynda.com, RB Digital, which includes Acorn TV, IndieFlix, Great Courses, and Stingray Quello, OverDrive and Libby, Transparent Language, Consumer Reports, and Digital Newspaper Archive. So let's get started. I think the most interesting one for me is the new book list. One of the real problems between COVID and the temporary quarters is that the stacks aren't browsable. And that's really frustrating for people. Eventually, if and when we open the small temporary space, we'll have the new books in there and you'll be able to come in and browse them. But for now, they're not browsable. So we created a little tutorial about how to manage this. So I'm going to play it, and then we'll have, if you have any questions about it, we can talk about it. Hello, everyone. Now that we're in our temporary location, the public doesn't have access to our collection. So several patrons have asked how they can find out what is new. Well, it's pretty easy. Just go to our website, peterboroughtownlibrary.org, and click on My Account. This will take you to a page where you can sign into your account. If you've never signed into your account before, just put in your library card number and the default password, change me, all caps. Information about this is just below the login box. Now, normally there are sliders on this page with images of the new books available. Currently, that isn't working, but we hope to restore it soon. Meanwhile, there is another way to see what is new at the library. Just log into your account, bring your cursor up to the top of the page, and select the down arrow by the button called Lists. This will show you all the public lists that we have curated. Let's click on New Nonfiction for the current month. Once you see an item that you would like to select, just click Place Hold. If the item is available, you can choose how long you want to keep the hold active and what day and time you would like to pick the item up. For example, if I'm leaving in August, I probably want the hold active only through the 3rd week in July. I can choose the day that I want to pick it up, and I can choose morning or afternoon. Please allow 24 hours for the holds to be ready. And note that the curbside delivery is available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On the day you've selected, you will find your hold in a bag right outside our temporary space, which is at 1 Jaffrey, Unit 2, right next to the Pearl. Now, if the item is already checked out to another patron, you will only be able to choose how long you want the hold to be active. We will contact you when the book is available. But please know that even when the item has been returned, there will be a 72-hour quarantine process before the item can be checked in and checked out to you. However, in either case, don't forget to click on the Confirm Hold button. So that's how you find our new items. Please call the library at 924-8040 or email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov if you have questions. Meanwhile, happy virtual browsing. Okay, so that is our tutorial on the new book list. Does anybody have any questions?
There was a part that says specific item and next available item. What's the difference?
So for example, if there was an audio book and a regular book and a large print book, they all are under the same title. But if you only want the large print, then you select that specific item as opposed to whatever becomes available. So you wouldn't get the audio book, or you wouldn't get the regular print. You'd only get the large print. So does that make sense?
Yeah, the other issue I have is like when I scroll through, everything is checked out. So I'm wondering if there's some default that you can see what hasn't been checked out, that you can just put a hold on those rather than go through the list book by book.
At this point, no, unfortunately, not that I know of, but we can certainly look into that. No, that's not, unlike RB Digital, where you can look at only what is available. I'm sorry, Libby and OverDrive, where you can sort for only what's available. I don't believe that we have that capability on our new book list. So I'm sorry, Joanne.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Great, we'll move on.
So what was the password?
The default password, if you've never set a password, is change me, all caps, one word, no spaces.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Let's see, there we go. All right, so the next one is Hoopla. And Hoopla, as if anybody's used it, has TV shows, movies, music, ebooks, all sorts of things. One of the best things about Hoopla is there is no waiting for materials. It's also available for smart TVs. Currently, the Peterborough Town Library has set it at 4 circs per month, so you can get 4 items out. We'll look at the tutorial. I also have a link. Tim and I did a class on Hoopla a while ago, and so I have the slides as well. We won't go through those, but I will send them out. I'm going to send the slides as well as this recording, so you'll have access to that, which has much more detailed information. This is just really an introduction. And you're going to get really tired of my voice. I apologize. Hi, this is Mary from the Peterborough Town Library, and this is a short tutorial on Hoopla. Go to our webpage at peterboroughtownlibrary.org, select Services and eLibrary, and then click on the link Visit Hoopla. That will take you to the Hoopla homepage. If you've already created an account, all you need to do is enter your email address and password and click Login. If you haven't, click on the Get Started button today. Type in your email address. This should be the one that is associated with your library account, and create a unique password for Hoopla. Then select the Peterborough Town Library, click on Next, and enter your library card, and click on Sign Me Up. Once on the Hoopla homepage, you can enter what you're looking for in the browser. But if you're not sure exactly what you're interested in watching or listening to or reading, then click on the Browse button, and there you'll be able to search audiobooks, movies, music, comics, ebooks, and television. Hoopla is also available through apps, through Google Play, Apple, or Alexa, and there are lots of wonderful, helpful videos at hoopladigital.com/help. So sign up for Hoopla and enjoy. And thank you very much. All right. So who uses Hoopla? Does anybody use Hoopla?
Nope.
Nope.
I've used it.
Well, yes, I mean, it's wonderful because you really, unlike OverDrive or Libby or even our library, you can get your item immediately. You don't have to wait, which is great for us who like immediate gratification. So, all right. So the next one is Ancestry Library Edition. It used to be that you could only use this program in the library, but now with the help of New Hampshire Library Service, we can now you can now use it at home, which is really great. And it's being widely used during this period while everyone's at home. And there is, there was a program on Ancestry, and I've included the slides, which I will send out, but we're just going to look at the video tutorial. And it seems my internet is slowing down. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough Town Library. Today we're going to talk about the library edition of Ancestry.com. Previously, you could only use this program in the library, but now you can access it from the comfort of your home. So let's get started. First, go to our website, peterboroughtownlibrary.org, and click on My Account, which is in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Sign into your account with your library card number and your password, and you will see the link to Ancestry.com at the top of the left-hand column. Click on that link, and it will take you to Ancestry's homepage where you can start your search. It's as simple as that. The library edition has slightly different features than a paid account. If you would like a copy of our slide presentation on how to get started with the library edition, please don't hesitate to email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov or call us at 924-8040. Happy searching. Oops. All right. There we go. So again, the slides give you much more detailed information about how to use the library edition, but it's a very robust program. So I encourage you to look into it. Lynda.com, learning business, software, technology, and creative skills. You can choose individual courses or your learning path. You can progress at your own pace. New videos are added weekly. Again, we have a slide presentation on that, and we'll just take a quick look at the video tutorial. All right. Well, I could go get the Google gift card right now while we're waiting for this to load.
Perfect. And one of the things I really like about Lynda is if you are in a position where you want to pick up a new skill, or kind of just if you need to transition jobs, or you want to pick up a new skill that would help you in your job. I know Excel is very useful in a lot of different places. And Lynda has a lot of really good tutorials on things like Excel or Photoshop if you want to learn how to manipulate photos. It's pretty encompassing.
Exactly. And if you do go through a learning path, you can get a certificate of completion, which looks great on your resume. So let's take a look at the tutorial. Now that we're in our temporary location, the public doesn't have access to our collection. So several patrons have asked how they can find out. Sorry, wrong. That must be the wrong link to this one. Hold on one second, we'll get the right. I should have checked all my links. I apologize. Okay. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard, Assistant Director of the Peterborough Town Library, and today I want to give you a short tutorial on lynda.com. Lynda.com helps anyone learn software as well as creative and business skills. The material is presented in small chunks by industry experts. Pick and choose what you'd like to learn and set your own pace. Lynda.com offers a wide variety of subjects, including Excel, Photoshop, WordPress, 2D and 3D animation, and audio engineering. Software specialties include Adobe, Dreamweaver, ActionScript, Photoshop, AutoCAD, Apple, and Final Cut Pro, and so many more. One caveat, however, is that you will need to access lynda.com through the Peterborough Town Library website. Go to peterborotownlibrary.org, select Services, select eLibrary, scroll down the page until you see the login for lynda.com. You'll be asked for your library card as well as your library password. Just click Login. Next, you'll arrive at the home page where you can continue to watch something you might have started, look at a playlist, and also look at popular learning paths. Learning paths are particularly useful if you're trying to develop skills for your resume. They include a sequence of courses with quizzes and practice sections. When users finish a learning path, they receive a certificate of completion, which is great to add to your resume. But let's say you want to learn about Adobe Illustrator. There are over 13,000 results, so you may want to filter them a little bit. Perhaps one of the easiest ways is to select release date so you get the latest information. But you can also sort them by playlist, learning paths, courses and videos, skill level, duration, and individual subjects. Once you've decided on a course that you would like to look at, all you need to do is hover over it. You can look at a preview, or you can just jump in and get started. Lynda.com has so much to offer. I hope you'll take a moment to explore it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov or call us at 924-8040. And thank you.
Right.
Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough.
There we go.
All right, so that's lynda.com. Has anybody used lynda.com? Do you have any questions? Okay, I'm going to move on to the.
Oh, I have a question.
All
Let's
right.
play that game. What changed whenever lynda.com got bought out by LinkedIn?
It's in the process. We are going to see big changes in the next 6 months, but right now they're still calling it lynda.com. Eventually it will be called LinkedIn Learning, and certain things are going to change, but they're waiting to unroll them in one fell swoop. So expect that all of this will change slightly within the next 6 months. Yeah.
And one thing I really like about Lynda having being bought out by LinkedIn is if you are trying to update your resume and you complete a LinkedIn or a Lynda course, it can automatically go on your resume.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you want to say like, hey, I'm really proficient in Microsoft applications, or I'm really good with XYZ, you can take the Lynda course on it, get the certification, and then you have kind of an advantage over someone who just has that listed and people saying that you have it, if you're familiar with LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn, I mean, what they're looking for is to create this one ecosphere where for people who are looking for jobs and looking for developing skills. And I think it's going to end up being very successful and slightly creepy. So let's go to entertainment and education. RV Digital, great courses, Acorn TV, Quello, Indie Flicks. Again, we have a slide presentation, but we'll take a look at the video tutorial.
Oh, Mary, we have a quick question, and I actually don't know the answer. Does Linda have languages on it? I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
No, I don't believe that it does. Because we have transparent language. So I would need to go to actually confirm that, but I do not believe there are languages on lynda.com. But transparent language is a great program if you want to learn a language. And there's a tutorial on that in just a few minutes. All right, let's look at this. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough Town Library, and this is a short tutorial on RB Digital. RB Digital is a rich resource and includes transparent language, ACT, SAT prep, as well as Acorn TV, Great Courses, IndieFlix, and Stingray Quello. First, go to our website at peterboroughtownlibrary.org, hover over Services, and click on eLibrary. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the Sign Up and Get Started link here. Once on the home page, if you don't have an account, click on Register. You'll create a username, a password unique to RB Digital. You'll enter your library card and basic information. If you do have an account, then click Sign In, enter your username and password, and sign in, and you're ready to go. There's so much to choose from. I'm going to look at Great Courses. These courses are organized by subject. I think I will look at all of the courses available for food and wine. The Culinary Institute of America course looks really interesting. I'm going to take a look. Now, all I need to do is check it out. Once I've checked it out, I'll be able to view it for 7 days and will receive an email reminder to renew it at the end of those 7 days. RB Digital is very binge-worthy. If you have questions, don't hesitate to email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov or call us at 924-8040 and enjoy. Okay, so that's RB Digital. There is one, so with Great Courses, you can only sign out one course at a time. But if you sign out Acorn TV or Stingray Quello or IndieFlix, you can end up looking at multiple TV programs or multiple movies or multiple concerts for that week period. And actually, I think it's 2 weeks for those. Everyone's slightly different. Does anybody have questions about RB Digital?
So then on the transparent language, you would have the same ID, a password as what you would...
Yes, but I would actually not access transparent language through RB Digital. I'll show you, we're going to look at it in a moment, and there's a different way to access it through the web page, through our web page that seems to be more secure and less problematic. So we'll take a look at that.
Okay, thank you.
Let me just, in fact, let's go do it right now. So transparent language, not over 90 languages. It works great with a mobile device, and it's great for all levels, depending whether you're a beginning French speaker or you're very fluent and you just want to keep your language skills up. So let's take a look at the tutorial. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough Town Library, and this is a short tutorial on transparent language. First, go to our website, hover over Services, click on eLibrary. Scroll down until you see transparent language and click on the link. Once there, transparent language is part of RB Digital. So if you've set up an account to watch, say, Acorn TV or IndieFlix or Great Courses, you will use that account information. If you haven't, you just click on Create a New Account. I'm going to go ahead and click Log In. I'm going to log in with my RB Digital account information. And now I'm ready to click on the Start Learning button. If this is your first time to transparent language, I would encourage you to watch this tutorial. It's very helpful. So now I'm going to go to the home page. And I started working with French, but now I'm actually interested in learning a little Italian as well. So I choose a language, and I can go to Italian, and I have various options, and I'm going to choose Italian for English speakers. And it creates a learning path for me, as well as other ways to track my progress. I encourage you to watch this first tutorial. It will be very helpful, and have a wonderful time with transparent language. All right, so that's transparent language, and we'll go back and take a look at OverDrive and Libby. Well, we'll talk about it. It's in the tutorial, but OverDrive was the primary way of accessing this collection. Libby is a new app that they've created, which makes it a lot easier, especially on mobile devices. There are over 10,000 items. They belong to the state collection, and so anybody in New Hampshire has access to these items. Let's just take a look at the tutorial. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough Town Library, and this is a short tutorial on OverDrive and Libby. There's been some confusion about OverDrive and Libby. They actually both access the same state collection of ebooks and audiobooks. OverDrive is the original program, and Libby is the new app that was created to make it easier. Also with Libby, you can check out magazines with no wait time. Libby is available for Android, iOS, Windows 10, some Chromebooks, and in your browser at libbyapp.com. Once installed, Libby will help you set up your account and select your library. Here's a great short tutorial on all that Libby has to offer.
Meet Libby, the free one-tap reading app from your library. With Libby, you can borrow free ebooks and digital audiobooks from your library. All you need is a library card. When you open Libby for the first time, she'll help you find your library. Then, you can explore your library's collection and borrow titles or place holds instantly. On your shelf, you'll find all your loans and holds, as well as any titles you've tagged. Loans are automatically downloaded for offline use when you're on Wi-Fi. If you're using mobile data, you can stream titles until you're on Wi-Fi. Your loans are returned automatically on their due dates, so you never need to worry about late fees. Tap Manage Loan to see more options for each title, like returning early. Tap a title to open it and start reading. If you belong to a library in the United States, you'll see the option to send most ebooks to Kindle or to start reading in Libby. Use the bottom navigation to switch between your shelf, your library, and your current read. In the Libby menu, you can add a library, change your app settings, get help, and more. Download Libby to start borrowing today. Happy reading!
Great. So if for some reason you can't use the Libby account, you can access most of the same material by going to NewHampshireOverdrive.com and signing in. And since everyone in New Hampshire uses this resource, wait times can be significant. Many patrons like to see only items that are currently available. To do that, if you're on a mobile device, just click the library icon at the bottom of the screen and go to Explore What's Available. If you're in the browser app, as I am, click on the Explore button here, and then What's Available. And that will bring up items that you can currently check out. One last note, if you're downloading something to read on your Kindle, it's helpful to have your Amazon account open and signed into. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov or call us at 924-8040. All right, So that's OverDrive and Libby. Has anybody had any trouble recently with OverDrive or Libby? Do you have any questions? Okay. So we've looked at transparent language. Consumer reports. It's great and very easy to access from the website. We'll take a look at that tutorial as well. Okay, having trouble loading. Let me try again. There we go. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard from the Peterborough Town Library, and this is a short tutorial on how to find consumer reports on our website. First, go to peterboroughtownlibrary.org, hover over Services, click on eLibrary. Scroll down the page until you see EBSCOhost. At the bottom, you'll see a link for consumer reports. You'll sign in with your library card. And now you're on the search page. If you know the issue you're interested in, just click on the year and click on the issue. If you're not sure, you can search within the publication. I like to click on Advanced Search and add my search terms. In this case, I'm interested in articles on autos. But I'm not interested in articles and autos in any other year than 2020, so I'm going to limit my results to that period. Now I click on the search button, and it brings up 19 articles for me to look at. So that's how to search on Consumer Reports, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye. All right. And
So Mary,
yes.
this is Carol.
Oh, hi, Carol.
Can you print any information from this particular consumer report app?
You can download it to your computer, and then you can print it from there.
Okay, thank you.
And that's helpful. We're going to look at the digital newspaper archive, which is an ongoing project for the library, and it's really sort of exciting. Very simple to access, and there's no tutorial, but I'm just going to show you. You can either browse by title, the Peterborough transcript. We've got it from 1854 to 1989, the Monadnock Ledger transcript, the Kentucky transcript, Peterborough Messenger, and just the transcript, which I believe is part of, I'm not sure exactly, part of the Peterborough transcript. Or you can search by year. So if you're looking for an article about an obituary or something like that, it's very easy to find, and it's a wonderful, wonderful resource. So for example, let's just go into the Peterborough transcript. Or maybe not. So this is having me search between January 1st of 1847 and December 31st of 2018. I might want to refine that search a little bit, and I can search for all words, exact phrase, any of these words, or none of these words. And lots of ways to get to the information that you want to get to. And then when you do, let's just look at one page. January 2nd, 1890. And what you're going to see are the digitized version of our fiche, microfiche. It's sort of cool to see. There we go. A little hard to read. You can just use, you can zoom in, and you can crop if you want to sort of just take a certain portion of it and download it to your computer. You can change the page width, and this is your zoom button. There's lots to do, and it's a wonderful resource for the history of Peterborough. So, now I'm missing one here, and let me see if I can find it. Novelist. I must have skipped over this rather quickly. Novelist is fabulous, especially now when you can't access and browse the collection. It's a great way to find read-alikes and learn what's next in a series. And it's very easy to put an item on hold in our collection. Let's just take a look at the tutorial. Hello, this is Mary Hubbard, Assistant Director of the Peterborough Town Library, and today I want to give you a short tutorial on Novelist. We know how hard it is not to be able to browse the stacks, which is why I wanted to let you know about this great resource. Novelist connects books to book lovers. If you've read something you've really enjoyed, Novelist can suggest a similar author or title. If you're reading a series, Novelist can tell you what's next. If the Peterborough Library has it, you can reserve it with the click of a button. So let's get started. First, go to our website, peterboroughtownlibrary.org, select Services, select eLibrary. Scroll down the page until you see Novelist. Here you have two options, Novelist Plus, which includes books for adults, or Novelist Plus K through 8. Today we're going to look at Novelist Plus. The patron ID is your library card. Just click on Sign In, and once you're in Novelist, there are several ways to search. One of the easiest is to use the I'm in a mood for books that are, and there are various options here, or you can create your own appeal mixer. Let's see what we can pull up if our character is quirky, the pace is fast, and the tone is heartwarming. Novelist has given us 60 titles to look at. That's great. So we can move through these items by just clicking these arrows on the far right. And once we see something that looks interesting, just take your cursor, hover over it, and you'll get a pop-up with a description of the book. Click on the title in that description, and it will take you to a screen that will give you more information about the book, along with read-alikes in the right-hand column. If this link is here, then that means it's in our catalog, and all you need to do is click on that, click Place Hold, and sign into your account, and the hold will be processed. As you can see, there are lots of ways to search a novelist, not only by the I'm in a mood, but you can also search by genre, by featured award winners, featured audio books, as well as the more traditional search box at the top of the page. Here you can search by keyword, title, author, and narrator. For example, if you've been reading a James Patterson series but are unsure of what the next book is, all you have to do is click the drop-down arrow, change the criteria to series, type in James Patterson, and his series will pop up. Let's look at middle school. There's information about the series as well as a list of the books that are in that series. So if I've read My Brother is a Big Fat Liar, which he's not, I now know that the next How I Survived Bullies, Broccoli, and Snake Hill is the next in the series, and I can go ahead and look at that and find out more about it and see if it's in our catalog. Novelist is a very powerful program, and there are many ways to find your next read than the few that I've just shown you. I encourage you to explore. If you have questions, don't hesitate to email us at library@peterborough.nh.gov or call us at 924-8040. And above all, have fun and enjoy. All right. So I believe that completes our list of online resources that we're going over today. Does anybody have any questions or comments about the various sources that we looked at? Okay.
Oh, quickly, Mary.
Yeah, sure.
Is digital archives under AppSco? Or is
Yes.
it? Yeah.
If you go to the EBSCO, you'll see the digital archives.
Okay. Thank you.
And we are continuing to add decades as we do a couple of decades, and it takes a couple of months for them to take our microfiche and digitalize it. So it's not complete, but most of it's there, and it's a wonderful resource. So
Thank
go
you.
play with it. And with all of these are just introductory tutorials on how to get in and sign up. There's so much more if you just go in and explore it and play. So I encourage you to do so. So thank you, everyone. And Tim, I'm going to make you do all of these recordings from now on.
I think your voice was fantastic. I think you should probably handle it going forward.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
And we have a question of,
Sure.
Is there a process to suggest a book that is not available at the library or on OverDrive?
Yes, let me show that to you. Hold on a second.
I'm assuming that was for Novelist.
Well, so if you find a book that you want that the library doesn't own and you can't get it through OverDrive, you can't get it through Hoopla, then Corinne has just opened up. Hold on 1 second. Let me get out of this and go to Peterborough Town Library. Has just opened up the order request list. So you just go to order requests. And this form is now open. So all you would do is put your name, email address, item format, title, author, fiction and nonfiction. If there is some deadline by which you need it by, let us know. And we will look at it decide whether we can add it to our collection. Unfortunately, right now, in New Hampshire, the interlibrary loan system is not operational. So if it's not something that we would add to our collection, we won't be able to get it for you, but we will let you know either way. So, any other questions? Well, great, everyone. If you think of something, as you have heard a zillion times, just go ahead and email us at library@peterborough.nh or call us at 924-8040. And thanks for joining us today.